Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. So this week I am giving you the formula for the perfect blog post. This is the formula that I use every week in these blog posts that I do that accompany this video that I create for you. And it's a no-brainer. It makes sure that I get all the pieces in that it needs to have, and people love the content. So here you go, I'm sharing my formula with you. So the first thing you want to do is start a new post. And one of the most important parts to your blog post is going to be your headline. So this is the title of your blog post. And so many times this is honestly, I spend a few minutes on this, telling the truth. It's not just whatever comes out of my mind is what goes out there. So the first thing I do is I go onto Pinterest to do some keyword research. So let's say I want to do a blog post about WordPress. So here we go. Here we see I'm starting to get some information here, how to use WordPress, WordPress website, WordPress blog, WordPress plugins. So maybe I want to look at WordPress plugins. So now we're going to go ahead to this here, which is called Headline Analyzer. If you Google Headline Analyzer, you'll find it. There's also a link to this in the blog for you. So let's see, if I go to here and let's say I'm going to come up with a topic, WordPress plugins for your website. It's going to give me an analysis. And yeah, I didn't really do so well on that one. So I got a 54. And if you come down here, it'll show you a little bit more about why. There's no power words, there's nothing emotional. They're very common. There's nothing exciting about this. So it does include my keywords, which is nice, but it's not really attention grabbing. So let's see, do you have these plugins for your WordPress blog? Let's see what that gives me. So already see we went to 70%. 70%. They're starting to like it. I'm still missing some other pieces here, but it's getting a better score. And let's see if we try top 5 plugins you must have for your WordPress. See how that one does. That one did a little bit worse. So if I'm going through there, and I'm going to continue going on, I usually come up with about 7 or 8 different titles at least. And then I generally go with the one that gets the highest score because I trust them. But this gives me a really good idea of what I want to do for my blog, for my title. So here I am, I'm going to add my title in, and now I'm going to come in here and move on to the next step. So the next step is creating the outline. So really, this is just kind of 3 to 5 points. Now, if I'm doing this blog post here, I can say, okay, well, 3 plugins that you need to have is WordFence, Yoast, and Google Analytics. That's my easy answer to this. And then that's my basic outline. These 3 points, I can continue on, I can move on. You definitely don't want to have something like a full-on sentence, more than 10 or 12 words. You know, something 1 to 2 words, 3, something quick and simple to kind of, these are going to be the headings on your blog post. So it's really going to help to capture their attention a little bit. So the next step here is to write your intro. So your intro is going to serve a lot of different functions. It's going to be the first thing that people see on your blog post. It's going to be the part of the SEO function of it. So you really want to make sure that you write a nice intro over here. It should also include the keyword that you found from Pinterest, which is WordPress plugins in this case. Nice intro about WordPress plugins. There's probably going to be a blog post in the future, so don't be surprised if you see this in the future. Okay, so the next step in all of this, once you've written out your intro, you want to start filling in the content. So if someone asks you, what's WordFence? Why should you have it? This is where I would start coming in and writing out the content. And then this now becomes a heading, and I can transform it just like that. So nice and simple. Now I've got some headings. I'm working on some beautiful SEO stuff here. And it's all happening so quickly and beautifully and lovely. And I just write a paragraph, maybe two, about each topic, about each heading point that I came in there. I don't want to put too much information in here, because again, this is, if I'm going to do more information, I'm going to do some subheadings. I might do something like why, how to install, and these would all become heading 3s. These would just become, or even heading 4s. These would just become little, and then I would do a new paragraph. So I wouldn't write word fence and then have 4 or 5 paragraphs down below. If I'm going to add more than 2 paragraphs, I'm going to add some subheadings in here too. Okay, so that's the content. Next thing you want to do is add the call to action. Now, I am very fortunate in that I have a standard call to action that I use on all my blog posts. So now all I need to do is go to my blog, go to the most recent blog post, and voila, here's my call to action. I just have to copy it over. And now I can paste it into voila, all set. So that is adding my call to action. And again, you want to make sure that some people have plugins that'll automatically do this for them. I like to add this little call to action in here as well. The next thing you want to do is add your extra media. So as you know, I always add a lovely YouTube video. So I'm going to add the YouTube video here. I'm just going to grab the link for it. And I can add it in. And it'll bed this. If you're not doing YouTube, maybe you want to go onto Canva and do a nice Pinterest image or a blog image that you can add in here. Something to break up a little bit the text and give it some color and some fun. So the last 2 bits that you want to look at is the SEO stuff. So if we're looking first at the document, you want to make sure you add the category, make sure you add tags, feature image. If you're coming down here, you should definitely have Yoast. Add the meta description, add the keyword, the focus keyword as well, and give it a little bit. Make sure you really spend some time and just give it a little once over and make sure that it has all the pieces that it needs. And then you can click publish and share it with the world. So that is my formula for creating the perfect blog post that converts. And if you have any questions about this, just let me know. See you soon. Bye.